Hello, how's it going, everyone? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. And on today's video, we will be discussing and analyzing how on this day, Atletico Madrid becomes the fourth and final semi-finalist in this year's edition of the Spanish Copa del Rey by defeating convincingly, I might add, club Real Betis Balompié with a scoreline of 5-0 on the night in Seville's Olympic Stadium, Estadio de la Cartuja. Betis basically playing at home tonight, and they couldn't lay a hand on Atletico Madrid. I must say, what a complete team display from Atletico Madrid tonight, being dominant from start to finish. Playing away from home in a hostile environment with lots of questions around the team coming into the match, with some saying it's time to get rid of Simeone and get a new coach. Some players not happy with their playing time, with many fans questioning their ability to show up in big matches. And in my opinion, they're coming off a quietly good transfer window, signing Mexican midfielder from Seattle Sounders, Obed Vargas. And in my opinion, what could be the transfer of this window, Nigerian international star forward from Atalanta, Arema Lukman, which we will get into how each new player played on their debut. But for now, let's talk about Atletico Madrid's dominant performance in tonight's match and how this could be a step in the right direction for them to be more competitive in the league and try to win a trophy this season, because they're very much capable of doing so. They have the quality. It's just up to them if they put the performance in. But we will see. We will see. They really show their character, and most of all, they showed their quality tonight. They outplayed them in every aspect Atletico Madrid did. I know Real Betis is not Real Madrid or Barcelona, but Atletico took a right step in tonight's match and changing the narrative, in my opinion. Now, let's see how each team lined up for the match tonight. First, we have Atletico Madrid, who line up in the 4-4-2 formation. In net, we have Musso. Right back, Spanish international and Real Madrid Academy player Marcos Llorente. Left back, Italian Matteo Ruggeri. Center back duo of Marc Pubila and my man of the match tonight, David Hanco. Right-hand side midfielder, we got Argentinian Giuliano Simeone. On the left-hand side, Alex Baena. Center mid duo of Atletico Madrid legend Coque and Spanish wonder kid Pablo Barrios, who was the best player on the pitch tonight until he got injured. What a player he is. Leading the line for Los Colchoneros, we got World Cup winner, French international Antoine Griezmann, and freshly signed from Atalanta, Arema Lukman. This is how Diego Simeone lined up his men for tonight's match. And now for Real Betis Balompié. This is how Manuel Pellegrini lined up his men for tonight's match. They lined up in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Spanish goalkeeper Adrian in net. Right back Aitor Rubial, who came on after the match to give his apology to the fans for the shameful performance. Much respect for him. Center back duo of ex-Barcelona player Marc Bartra and the Spanish companion of Diego Llorente. Left back Argentinian Valentin Gomez. Midfield duo of Marc Roca and former Rayados de Monterrey player, the Colombian Nelson de Osa. Brazilian international Antony on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, we got the Moroccan Esaoli. At the number 10 position, the former Aston Villa man Pablo Fornals. And leading the line, we got Chimi Avila. To start the game off, those who watched the game know that Atletico Madrid played one of the, if not their very best half of the whole season. Besides the injury to Pablo Barrios, which we will get into just a second here, they virtually had a perfect half. Apart from the first 5-ish minutes of the game where it looked like maybe the press and high intensity of Betis could cause Atletico some problems, but that was quickly neutralized as Atleti were playing at the press excellent, playing intricate passes, playing passes in short spaces, breaking lines with quality passes and pace in transition. And off an early counter, a Lukman shot, I think it was Lukman, gets saved by Adrian and it goes wide for a corner. The corner gets played in and Hanko heads it past Adrian to make it 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. After the goal, Atleti really grew into the game more, and you started to see the quality shine through and completely took hold of the game. Betis couldn't get nowhere near them. Betis were chasing shadows. This goes to show you how much quality Atletico Madrid truly have. I don't know how some people say they don't have quality, they don't have top players. And the reality is they have quality and very top players. Problem is when you're competing with Barca, with Real Madrid, then obviously you're going to be inferior almost always. That's obvious. But that doesn't mean they're not a top team. Because with the performance they put out tonight, Atleti showed that they could beat anyone if they play like this. They truly could beat anyone. Keep an eye out for Atleti. I'm just saying now. Just keep an eye out for Atleti. Besides that, Betis had a good few half chances, but Atletico had an answer for everything Betis tried. Atleti get their second from, I would say, their best team goal of the whole season. Superb passage of play from the whole team. Betis couldn't even get near it. Didn't even touch the ball once. Ruggeri crossed to Guillermo Simeone, who just taps it into the net to end off a superb play. 2-0 to Atletico Madrid inside half an hour. Just 6 minutes later, Atleti hit Betis again to make it 3-0 on the half inside 40 minutes to really culminate the performance they were putting on display. This time it's star signing Ademola Lookman, who chips in with a wonder goal on his debut, going by two defenders and placing it low opposite to the goalkeeper side. What a pass from Pablo Barrios to find Lookman, and he does the rest. I want to take a second here and talk about what a player Pablo Barrios is. He was the best player on the pitch tonight up until he got injured. The way he plays out of pressure, never panicked, super calm on the ball, finding the open space and spraying passes, winning the ball back. He was everywhere tonight. In my opinion, that's the type of player Man United should go out and sign. He's an excellent top player. Let's hope he can recover fast because what a player he is. I also want to highlight the debutant Ademola Lookman. What a way to introduce yourself to your new team and fan base. What a debut from him. He was having some difficulties early on, first 15-20 minutes of the match, where he had some chances to convert. He lost the ball a few times, and it looked like maybe he was feeling the pressure of coming into a new team. But once he settled into the game, his quality really shined through. He was a danger man all night. Atleti were looking for him constantly to play through him, giving the ball to feet and letting him go at players. He needs to stay focused on football, and I'm telling you now, he will be one of the signings of the season. Atleti end off one of their best halves of the season with a 3-0 dominant performance. But the reality is it could have easily been 5 or 6. They were vastly superior. Now I have a question to those who've been watching the season play out. Can this version of Atletico Madrid reach the final and beat Barcelona? We all know what happens every time they play against each other. Let me know down in the comments if you think Atletico Madrid could do it. Second half came, and first 5 minutes of the second half, the best player up to that point, Pablo Barrios, picks up another injury, unfortunately. He was playing unbelievable. This time it's a right thigh injury that looks like it's going to have him out looks like he will be out for a sustained period of time. What a shame, because what a player he is. Atleti made their sub off the injury, and Jose Maria Jimenez came in as center back, and Pubil moved to right back, and Llorente took place in midfield. Betis also made 3 halftime subs, one of them being Mexican Spanish-born Alvaro Fidalgo, who made his debut in one of the most difficult games to debut in. The former Club America star who was thrown into the fire with everything against Betis' favor, against a top team in a quarterfinals matchup. Very difficult conditions to debut in. With the game practically put to bed, I saw him trying to play the right way, calling for the ball, playing simple, precise passes, looking to get into the rhythm of the game. But when the scoreline is 5-0 and the game is practically over, it's impossible to see anything noteworthy. But I did see him asking for the ball and trying to be proactive in the game. Let's see how he adjusts to the European game. I think he'll be fine, honestly. He's a quality player from what I've seen, and an injury to Isco right now, he should get minutes to showcase himself. Let me know down in the comments if you guys think if Hidalgo can thrive in Betis. This is what Mexican football need. players to play in top teams in Europe and actually showcase themselves. I hope he gets a chance to do so. Betis tried having more of the ball naturally, being down 3-0, but Atleti once again, like all game long, break their press, and Alex Baena puts Lookman through, and Lookman's patience is key here. Waits for Griezmann to arrive beside him and lays him off for a spectacular finish by the World Cup winning Frenchman. Puts it in the roof of the net to make it an astounding 4-0 with just a little over an hour being played. Atleti slowed the rhythm of the game down and just looked to counter. Every time Atleti got on the ball, they looked comfortable and they punished Betis. Right after the goal, Atleti made a triple change. Guillano Simeone making room for Nahuel Molina, Alex Baena coming out for Thiago Almada, coming in to replace him, and Rodrigo Mendoza making his debut for Marcos Llorente, who played an excellent game tonight. I want to highlight the performance of Marcos Llorente. The former Real Madrid man was everywhere tonight, driving the ball, recovering possession, winning the ball back, playing right back, then playing in the midfield, an all-action player. What a great performance by him. I also want to mention Alex Baena. It seemed like he was in every action Atletico, and he's a creative machine, playing on the wing, playing in the middle. His passes are incredible. His ball retention is elite, makes him one of the very best creators in Spanish football. Both gave exemplary performances tonight. With Atleti completely in control, they made their final change of the night. Starman Ademola Lookman, who contributed with a goal and assist, plus a pre-assist while being a danger man all night. What a debut from him. He makes room for a newly signed Mexican midfielder from Seattle Sounders, Avid Vargas, who came on for the last 10-15 minutes of the match with the game put to bed, and he played his role. And 5 minutes into him coming on, Thiago Almada, who also came on as a sub, drives the ball from midfield, plays Griezmann in, and Griezmann's shot is saved low, and Almada comes in for the rebound to finish off Betis with a scoreline of 5-0 on the night. What a performance from Atletico Madrid. My man of the match for the night was David Hanco. What an absolute unit. What a wall in the defense for Atletico. He is crucial for them. And he got his goal early, which just gave me even more confidence to the team. What a performance from Hanco. He didn't lose a challenge the whole night tonight. He was on it. Excellent performance from him. The game ended with 3 new debutants. 2 Mexican players on the pitch tonight. What a night for Mexican football. Fidalgo from Betis and Vargas from Atletico. I hope we can get more players into Europe top teams because I know we have the talent to do so. These teams will play again this weekend in their La Liga clash, but this time it's at the Wanda Metropolitano. So we'll see if it's more of the same or will Betis put up a fight this time. Well, with that being said, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments how I can improve the videos and what team you would like to see me cover next. And until next time, Hala Madrid, and I'm out.